I'll talk about the recent fight between Fabio Wardley and Joseph Parker, where Fabio only won by stoppage. First off, it was a great fight. Both guys really put it all out there. I had predicted Parker to win the fight wide by decision. That did not happen. I think Parker fought the wrong fight. I think Parker, because he's been training with Andy Lee, he's been obsessing with his power and been trying to get people out of there. And I think that's the wrong approach versus a guy like Fabio Wardley, who has more power than you. To me, he should have just boxed more. And if he would have boxed more, he would have won the fight convincingly. Now, he was hurt in that second round. Wardley put it on him. The mouthpiece came out. Was that intentional? Was that not? I don't know. But either way, he got himself some extra time, Joseph Parker. I thought Parker was ahead, but Wardley was in the fight, man. And I got to say about Fabio Wardley, he's improved a lot from a technical standpoint. He always had the heart and the power and the resilience, but the technique wasn't always so fire. The defense wasn't always so fire. In this fight, he was doing a little shoulder roll. Now, I'm not going to say it was a Floyd Mayweather, James Toney, Ezra Charles level shoulder roll, but I like what Teddy Atlas said, where he said Wardley was getting hit by punches that were thrown by Parker, but he wasn't getting hit by the biggest punches that were thrown by Parker. And that's really the key of the heavyweight division. And then Wardley came back, turned it on him, and, was hitting him for a while. The referee stops the fight. Was it early stoppage? Was it not? Big debate. I think it was a little bit early, but it wasn't an egregious stoppage. And you cannot blame a referee for seeing that in the 11th round of a fight like that was that grueling, and say, oh, he was crazy for stopping it. So, yeah, Parker took a risk taking this fight. He could have just sat on his laurels. I think Parker might have wanted to show that he could knock out a guy like Wardley to build his profile up, so that could make the Usyk fight more enticing, because Riyadh season in Turkey, they said they're not interested in Parker versus Usyk, and to be honest with you, I wasn't interested in that either. But it came back to backfire on him. And it looks like Fabio Wardley will be fighting Alexander Usyk next. Obviously, Usyk has to be a big favorite, but it's a worthy opponent, and we'll see. Maybe if Wardley can shock the world again, because honestly, I picked against him versus Hooney, and he was losing every single round of that fight. Made me look like a genius, and then he clipped him. It kind of reminds me of Deontay Wilder in that way, where he can be losing the whole fight and then come back and stop a guy. But yeah, big shout out to Fabio Wardley. I did think it was early stoppage. Let me know what you guys thought. But either way, you cannot blame them for that. And I thought Parker fought a really poor fight for what he's capable of doing. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.